In this video, we'll see how to implement Exotel's SDK nOTP. I've created a demo application called ExoVerify to illustrate. The first step would be to obtain the AAR file of the SDK. This can be done by contacting Exotel support. You will also receive three parameters: account SID, nOTP SID, and app secret that are required to verify phone numbers using nOTP. Place this AAR file in the libs folder in your project. You will then need to implement the AAR file in the app level Gradle file in your project. You will also be required to implement three other libraries: the OKHTTP library, the JSON, and the lib phone number library. After you've done that, click on Sync Now. I've created a sample layout for the main activity with one edit text and a button. The edit text is for the user to enter their number, and the button is to start the verification. Let's move to the Java part of it. First, declare variables and enter the three constants that are required for verification: account SID, nOTP app ID, and app secret. In the onCreate method of the verification activity, after initializing the edit text and the button, we will call the method initializeVerification. In this method, we will build an object using the config class and pass in credentials to the config builder constructor and call the build method using it. You will be required to pass in four parameters: nOTP app ID, app secret, account SID, and application context in the very same order that I mentioned. We have globally declared an object of the Exotel verification class. We will initialize this object by passing in the config that we just built. Both these statements are put in a try block. In case a permission is not granted, it will throw an exception, and this is where another method called askForPermission is called. Another possible exception is the client builder exception, where the credentials passed are incorrect. After the config is successfully built, we now create an on-click listener for the button. This is where we verify the number entered by the user using nOTP. We use the object eVerification that we just initialized to call a method called startVerification. This method takes in three parameters. The first is an object of a class that implements verification listener. This is an inner class that we have declared here called verifyListener. As the name suggests, it listens for the status of the verification. This is where you can customize your actions and make it compatible with your app. There are three methods. The first two are pretty straightforward: onVerificationStarted and onVerificationSuccess. In this demo application, I'm just displaying toasts. The third method is when the verification fails. You can get the error by using verificationfailed.getErrorMessage. The second parameter of the startVerification method is the number you want to verify. Make sure the number is in E164 format. That is, the number should contain the country code as well. For example, if the number is from India, the valid number would be +91 followed by the phone number. The verification will not continue if the number is not of the correct format. The last parameter is the timeout in seconds. If the call is not received on the phone within the time given, the verification will fail. That is it. You have successfully integrated nOTP in your application. Let's see it in action. As you can see, I have entered my number in E164 format. Since I am only displaying toasts in the listener, that's exactly what happens when the number is verified. Thanks for watching. If you have any trouble integrating nOTP in your application, please contact Exotel.